what's within you, because I believe that God on this day made my name great, because he said in his word, I will make your name great. So I'm not there for a reason, and that reason is it's not my time. But I do believe when my time arrives, I will be prepared for it. I will continue to work here in the city on the Planning Commission. I will continue to work on the ACDC Commission. And this is just the beginning, because I assure you that when it's circled back around, the name Wanda Moody will be great. So I say to everyone again, congratulations, and that's with all sincerity, because it was rough out there. I mean, it was rough out there, racial slurs, you can see things was blatant, but that's okay. That's okay, because I know the best is yet to come. So, Ms. Nicola, Ms. Vicki Coleman, Ms. Barconi, Ms. Rayford, we did what was called of us. We answered the assignment. We completed the assignment. We may not have been victorious at the polls, but we was victorious in the eyesight of God. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, everyone. Haven't done this in years, but Mayor, Council, new candidates, congratulations. Hello, everyone. I'm Marie Guerra from the Cloverleaf, and this is Karen Defer. She's my 35-year employee who's like my left hand, my right hand. I don't see the police officers here, so I guess I'm going to be the one to tell you that we're going to have an event at the Cloverleaf, December 19th. It's partnering up with Eastpointe Cops Care. Hello there. And we're looking for toys, donations. We could be a drop-off place if you have any toys to help our little ones that might need some nice Christmas presents underneath the tree this year. We're going to have a pizza party for all the kids, pop, pizza, dessert, and we hope you can make it. And I just wanted to let the city know about it, and I hope everybody can come and, support us. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to speak at this time? Okay.
I was going to wait to the second hearing of the public. Mike Kleinfeld, Eastpointe resident. I'll be brief. I just wanted to say to Councilmember Stacy Cobb Muniz, is that right? And to Mayor Owens, to both of you, thank you for your service up here. I know it's not always easy, and good luck with everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
I have something to read in to the record.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Israel Muniz, a current high school student and longtime Eastpointe resident. I unfortunately am unable to attend tonight's meeting, but I would like if this could be read into the record. Today I want to speak about the gem that we Eastpointers see every day. Uncut gems have rigid edges, though when they are uncut, they are rarer than their cut and pristine versions. Our city may have its rigid edges, but that's what makes it a truly rare find. Many of you who sit on this dais are invaluable gems to this city. Though you all may have your flaws, that's what makes each of you a truly special find. People move to this city because they see its true beauty and potential. Gems need to be kept polished and clean. We must do the same for our city. If we want more people to see the gem that we have to make sure we continue to put our best foot forward at all times. As a citizen of Eastpointe, I don't want to see the beauty of Eastpointe wilt and die off. I do hope that the future council will help grow the legacy of the city just as Councilwoman Cobb Muniz and our city administration have. So to the future council who will sit here, I urge you to not take this gem of a city for granted. Make the beautiful legacy of Eastpointe known. In closing, one of the most inspirational authors I know, so inspirational that he inspired the writing of 66 books with many chapters, said this: "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past."
Oh, thank you. Anyone else would like to speak at this time? Seeing none, the first hearing of the public is now closed. Going to approval of minutes.
Madam Mayor, I move that we would receive and file the minutes of the regular meeting of October 24th, 2023.
Support.
Motion and support, please call the roll.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes?
Councilmember Cobb Muniz,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Mayor Owens,
Yes.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes.
We have no scheduled hearings. We're going right into unfinished business. Item A, second reading and adoption of the amended zoning ordinance, Chapter 50, Code of Ordinances. Council?
I would move that we give second reading and adopt the amending zoning ordinance, Chapter 50, Code of Ordinances.
Support.
Motion and support, please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember Cobb Muniz,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Mayor Owens,
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
Reports from administration. We have our city manager sitting on the left side of me. Good evening, Ms. Walton.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to remind everyone, we still have water filters and replacement cartridges available. We have them at DPW, library, and here at City Hall. DHS recommends to replace those every 2 months, so if you have not yet gotten a replacement cartridge, please stop in. We still have those available. I'd like to send a sincere thank you to our incredible clerk's office staff for administering this most recent election last week, as well as our partners at the county. I know we had members that came down to try and get election results out sooner, so we appreciate all of their efforts, as well as all of our election inspectors at all of the precincts, all of the members that open our buildings up super early, 5:30 in the morning. It really is a community effort to make sure that elections run smoothly, and we appreciate everyone that joins our hands on that day to make sure that it's a safe and successful election. We also have 54 trees officially planted as of a week and a half ago. So thank you to John Cross and our economic development team. We have planted officially 54 trees in the right-of-way throughout the subdivisions within the community, which is incredible. And that was, again, through a partnership of Green Macomb. We're hopeful to see that come again in the springtime. So if you did not get a tree, or you're still looking for a tree, or you see them starting to look great in the springtime, reach out to John, and we'll hopefully advertise and start that process again in a couple months. Just as an update on 9 Mile, I know Councilmember DeMonico was looking for some specifics and hopefully looking for it to be done soon. 9 Mile paving on the last 2 sections of the road, essentially, the south end of the road is starting Thursday. So very, very exciting. So we have 9 Mile, who's 5 lanes. 2 of the lanes are already completed. The south 3 lanes are not yet completed. So as of Thursday, we'll begin pouring the 2 southernmost lanes. The middle lane will remain. After that's done curing, which takes between 5 to 8 days, they'll begin doing the middle section of the lane. So we're hopeful that all of the pouring will be done by the end of November. We will have 5 cuts within the street for areas or businesses that cannot be reached by other areas, so other side streets. So there are 5 cuts that will also need to be paved within that time. So we're hopeful that all of the pouring and the concrete will be done, and then we'll move forward to the finishing driveways as well as the sidewalks. So we're aiming for the very, very beginning of December to be completed with all of the concrete for that project. So be aware too that there are some areas that will be closed as of the end of this week. Some curb cuts, so if you're going somewhere on 9 Mile, which we encourage you to frequent all of those businesses during this time, use the side streets to enter those businesses. And then other than that, just kind of be patient as the construction's going on, and aware of the construction workers that are out there and kind of close to the sides of the road. And with that, Mayor and Council, if you have any specific questions, I can certainly answer those.
Any questions for our city manager at this time? Seeing none, going right to our Director of Finance. Good evening, Mr. Blum.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. I just wanted to let everyone know that a email was sent out on Friday to both this council and the future council. It had an investment report and a medical marijuana update on finances. If you have read it and have any questions, please let me know. And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Any questions for our Finance Director?
I was just going to ask, when the draft audit, when are we getting a copy of the audit?
Actually, I haven't talked to them in a while. They were close, but I'll have to bother them tomorrow and see what's going on.
Okay. Thank you.
I actually would expect it well before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So they're that far along, so.
Okay.
Councilwoman.
Just a quick question. I just wanted to know, with respect to the report that you sent us regarding the medical marijuana, could you let us know what, if any, financial benefit has been provided to the city to date?
The process included $102,000 worth of application fees. What I've been tracking is the legal expenses related to that activity, both the, let's just say, the implementation cost and then the various lawsuits. Right now, the net benefit to the city is less than $5,000, and we still have 3 open lawsuits on those issues. So we'll probably be in the red by the time it's all said and done with the lawsuits pending, but we'll see.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, we have our city attorney, not Mr. Albright.
Mr. Albright, thank you, Mayor. Robert
Good to see
Erie.
you.
Thank you. Good to see you as well. Robert Erie filling in for Rich Albright, who's on a well-deserved vacation. I think he gets back tonight or tomorrow. While I have no formal administrative report, I know that if Rich were here, he certainly would thank Mayor Owens and Councilperson Cobb-Muniz for their service and for the privilege of having worked with them, and also would congratulate those.
Can't hear you.
And also would congratulate those who were victorious in their campaigns. And I know that he and I look forward to working with them as well in the future. Thank you.
Thank you for those words. I guess we're not going to ask you any questions because Mr. Albright is not here, but thank you for your service for the city of Eastpointe. We don't have any new business, payroll and bills, council.
Madam Mayor, I'll motion we approve the payrolls and bills in the amount of $4,232,206.96.
Second.
Motion and support, please call the roll.
Councilmember DeMonico?
Yes.
Councilmember Baker?
Yes.
Mayor Owens?
Yes,
Councilmember Cobb-Muniz?
Yes.
Councilmember Curley.
Yes.
thank you. Now is the second hearing of the public. The second hearing of the public is now open.
Hello. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. I'm Frank Frazzi. As you probably know, owner of properties 17539 to 17605 9 Mile. I wanted to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank the outgoing council and mayor for giving me the opportunity to speak and hear my concerns regarding my parking issues at my properties and business on 9 Mile. I know and I'm hoping that this will be resolved quickly. I know we haven't had any communications with Mr. Albright in the past 10 days or so because he's been on vacation, and I'm hoping that we can come to a quick resolution, and I would just want to thank all of the city administration for all their help in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, Veronica Kleinfeld, Eastpointe resident. I'd like to thank the outgoing members of council. In my opinion, serving locally is the hardest service that there is in politics, so I'd like to thank both of you for your service. And I would like to thank all of the candidates for their positive campaigns. I thought everybody was very positive this year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cameron Owens. I would like to say that I'm very proud of my mother for all that she has done for the city and just for everything for the last 6 years, because I believe I was 10 years old when she was in office, and now I'm 15. It was a long, rough time for her. And I would also like to say all the things she has done, like the backpack events, the passing out things turkeys for Thanksgiving, giving fruit for the seniors, the Juneteenth events, and all the other events she's done. But since people want to focus on the bad things, nobody has recognized that. And I just want to say thank you for your service and everything you have done for me and the city. Hello, my name is Kaden Owens, and I just want to say I thank you, Mom, for the last 4 years you gave to the city, and you gave your all. And I love you, and I appreciate you for that. And I'm so grateful that you're my mother, and I'm just so glad that me and Cameron have been through this journey with you together, and that I'm just so proud of you. Like, I'm really proud of you through all of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Angie. I had the pleasure of meeting Mayor Owens at a Mackinac Policy Conference, which was really great, and thought it was awesome that she was the first, African-American mayor. Had an opportunity a lot of times when I would come to Eastpointe and support a lot of my local friends and their events and things like that. She was always there supporting them, showing them that, she's here for the city and for the businesses that are here, the people that are here, to be of service. So I thought that was very commendable. You don't see that a lot, and I've lived in different places, and you don't see a lot of mayors showing up to events for a small local business to help support them, just by just being there to say that you support them. So just want to say thank you. Nice meeting you there. You were so kind to me. You have a lot of people who are politicians and kind of in this role for celebrityism, and they treat people not as kind, right? They just treat them nicely just to give them, just for them to vote for them. And you were just genuinely just kind to everybody that you met and talked to. And so I just want to say thank you for being the light and being the person that a lot of us should strive to be, just because of how you treat others. So thank you for that, and I learned a lot from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to speak at this time? The second hearing of the public is now closed. On to mayor and council reports. I'm going to start with Councilman Curley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I think I'm going to hold my remarks until the end of the second meeting.
Okay. Councilman DeMonico.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Couple things. Well, first, 54 trees is very exciting to hear, Ms. Walton. That's very exciting. If anyone's interested in a tree out in their boulevard, let the city know. I'd like to plant some more trees, and it won't mess up your sidewalk. We plant the right trees now. The old trees we couldn't do anything about, but the new trees will be good. Have better root systems that won't affect things. So if you're interested in a tree, let us know. I'd like to acknowledge a little while ago, Joshua Powell in our police department passed away on October 30th. He's a record supervisor in the police department. Please keep him and his family in your thoughts. Lots of nice things were said about him I saw online and everything, so he'll be missed for sure in the city. And then a couple other things. The Beautification Commission started a new initiative this year. They're helping seniors with some yard work that need help. We have Mr. Wadecki here, and I don't know if anyone else is here. Sorry, there's a lot of people out there. The commission did a great job. The gentleman's very thankful for everything. They do it through the Macomb County Seniors Program. So if you know someone that needs help, have them contact the county, and hopefully the commission will help out. But this is something brand new that they picked up this year, and I've helped out, and it's been very nice to see that happen. And then hope everyone had a good Halloween. And I got to say, next year, if you have pumpkins left over and don't want to just throw them out and do something more exciting with them, show up at Spindler Park the next day. It's usually like 6 o'clock or something. And you can just roll them down the hill and watch them just fall apart. Usually, actually, they fall apart pretty quickly sometimes, depending on how they're cutting all that. But Rare will pick up all the pieces for you. You don't even have to pick up all your leftover pumpkin, so it's great. It's really easy. I watched a whole bunch of kids have fun doing that. And they made it into a little game this year where they had some hula hoops at the bottom, and if you landed in the middle of one, you got a $50 gift card. One person did land, so come on out next year instead of just throwing them in your trash can or something. Then on Veterans Day, we had a nice event at the Military Museum. Honored some veterans there. Jerry Vandeviver spoke. We had a pastor out, and Ron Tamala ran the event. Very nice little event. Everyone checked out the museum afterwards. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on Stevens. It's very nice. And otherwise, if you're interested in helping with the Memorial Day Parade, let me know. We'll be starting that up soon enough here. I'd like to thank Otis Gatson and Danielle Pomaville for their time with the city. One has left already, the other shortly. So thank you for everything you've done with the city. Good luck on your future endeavors. And Mayor Owens and Councilwoman Cobb Muniz, have good luck on your future endeavors also. So that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Baker?
Thank you. All right. Got a couple things I want to just point out to the community. One is a turkey giveaway. I know that we have one coming up that we're announcing on the future meeting, on our next meeting, but this Saturday, November 18th at, I'm sorry, I got to see it. New Bride Missionary Baptist Church. It's 21439 Kelly Road here in Eastpointe. They're doing a turkey giveaway that starts at noon on Saturday. They say first come, first serve. It's just a giveaway, not a big event, but this pastor I met through Pastor Lancaster, and he wanted to just announce that he was doing this turkey giveaway. So again, that's Saturday, November 18th at 12 p.m. The address is 21439 Kelly Road, and that's here in Eastpointe. Also, I wanted to take a moment to highlight our most recent nonprofits that open up here in the city. Lift Up a Child, the Betty Harris Foundation, and Let Me See Your Hands. That's Mr. Robert Roscoe, Dr. Shaniva Early, and Mr. Ed Williams, all members of our school board. I've had the opportunity to visit with them over the last month or so, and just to learn about what they're doing, and they are doing some very good things, reaching out to communities, daycare centers, and other things. And I would encourage anybody, if you have the opportunity to reach out to them, learn more about what they're doing in the communities. Their reach is far, and they're growing. Today, they shared with me that they received a huge pallet of diapers that they're giving away in the community. And so just if, you guys want to learn about what some of these nonprofits are doing and people that are trying to help build up this community, if you get a minute, just take a moment to reach out to them. And there might even be something you can do to help out. With that, Mayor Owens, Councilwoman Cobb Muniz, we thank you for your service. We wish you well on what you do going forward. Coming up here, sitting down takes dedication. It's not always easy because you got to take the good and the bad. So that means when people are happy with the decision you make, if they're not happy with the decision that you make, you still have to come up here and sit. And that just takes dedication, and it takes strength. And I just wish you well, and we thank you for the time that you've given to this city.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Real quickly, before I go into my final remarks, I want to highlight that the Rotary Club of Eastpointe, we will be hosting a Season of Joy gathering at the Halfway Schoolhouse on Saturday, December 9th from 12 to 2 p.m. This is a free event, and it is for everyone in the community. We'd love for you to come out and enjoy some donuts, hot cocoa, cider, an art show, ice sculptors, and music. So please mark that in your calendars and make plans to attend. Behind what my son shared in public comment, I struggle to add to that, but I do have a couple of brief thoughts. And he probably, even though he's only 14, I sat here in amazement at how well-spoken he was and how he really spoke the sentiments of my heart without him knowing what was on my heart. But that being said, I want to say to our incoming candidates, to Mayor-elect Kleinfeld, and also those soon to be seated on council, congratulations. I want to extend that to you. This is not by far an easy job, but it is a necessary job. And so I appreciate each of you for taking the step and the leap to put yourselves out there, and I congratulate you on your win. That being said, to the current council and the residents of Eastpointe, I want to say thank you for selecting and appointing and then trusting me to serve in this capacity for the past 10 months. It's been an honor to serve in the community where I have raised my children and where I've educated them. My time in this position, while it was short, has been fruitful, and I pray that it has also been positively impactful to the city of Eastpointe. I look forward to continued service, both within the city of Eastpointe and abroad, as I continue my work as a stakeholder. So this is not the last that you've seen of me. To my family and friends, supporters, and especially my first ministry, which is my husband and my children, I want to say thank you. My husband and children have attended virtually every meeting, tonight being one of the very few exceptions. The only reason that they're not here tonight is because my husband had emergency spinal surgery. And so my children are home taking care of him. Otherwise, they would be here, but I know that they're probably watching. But I want you all to know how much I appreciate you being my backbone, having my six, and not letting me show up to almost any council meeting without you. And that was even after much provocation on my part for you to stay home. But thank you for showing your support. Thank you for being great supporters of this city. To this administrative team here at the city of Eastpointe and all of the employees, it has been an honor to serve alongside each of you. You are the best municipal administrative team in the state of Michigan, and I will say that unequivocally. The leadership we have in our city administration is phenomenal from the top down. And I believe that great leadership starts at the top because they set the example for everyone else. And it's very clear in how the employees take care of what they do in this city that what's happening at the top is working. To the Eastpointers, my fellow Eastpointers, I want to say to you, remember that you matter. Your singular commitment to act can have a ripple effect. You matter, your voice matters, and your active involvement matters. And there have been many of you who have been active with your voice in ways that some people would have deemed as negative. But I think that even negativity can be turned into a positive. So for those of you who had critical conversations at the podium, for the dais, thank you. Thank you for bringing your iron to sharpen our iron. And then in the words of my favorite author, as I have often ended my sayings before, I will end again today. In Spanish, it's this: Dios te bendiga, que extienda su amor y te muestre favor. Dios te mire con agrado y te dé paz. Translated means, the Lord bless and keep you, city of Eastpointe, and make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And so I spent 6 years up here. And I think it was the first council meeting I said to myself, I can't wait till the last. And what would I say when it was the last meeting? And then the last meeting comes, I was like, what am I going to say? Where do I start? Do I start from the beginning, the end, the middle? Where do I start from? So I had to pray about it. And the Holy Spirit told me to talk about what winning is. 'Cause I think we get confused about winning. So when I was taught about winning was as a child, and I know we have all ages watching at home and in the audience what winning is, and I learned it when I was in the 5th grade at a spelling bee. And so we had our first spelling bee at our school, and I was excited. Oh, I learned how to spell each word, wrote it about 5 to 10 times. Had my sisters, I think I bugged my sister Terry a couple times to test me on it, and she said, "You know it already, Monique, I'm tired." And I said, "Do it one more time." And I studied for weeks. And it was time for the spelling bee. I beat all the 5th graders. So I won, right? No, because everybody who made it in the 6th grade who was at the top, I had to go against them. Whoever made it last in the 7th grade, I had to go against them. And I thought to myself, this is not fair. I didn't study their words. I studied 5th grade words. This isn't fair. All the work that I did to win the 5th grade, why am I going against everybody else? I'm not ready for that. I wasn't prepared for that. It's not fair. But I had to stay in the game. So I was able to beat the 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, until it was time for me to go against a senior. And I said, whew, I didn't know I was going to get this far. But the senior won. And the crowd went wild for the senior. And I said, it's not fair. I didn't practice their words. That was a senior. They were supposed to win. I didn't practice that. I wasn't prepared for that. It wasn't fair. So I went to school the next day, and my favorite teacher, one of my favorite teachers today, Sister Willer, she told everybody was on their way to lunch, and she said, "Monique, you stay here. I need to talk to you." And she said, "You won yesterday." I said, "No, I didn't. They won, and it wasn't fair." She said, "But you did. You superseded everything that you worked for, and you made it. You won." And that day, I learned what winning really was. It was about hard work, dedication, and commitment. That's what winning is. Then I get to adulthood and became the mayor of Eastpointe. And sometimes when you're a child, the things that you learn as a child, when you become an adult, it changes. Because this is not a spelling bee. This is real life. These are politics. We're dealing with real people and things. This is not a spelling bee. And so I looked at the dynamics of what winning is, and then I go to trying to pull it up, the dictionary on what winning means. It means gaining, resulting in, or relating to victory, to a contest or a competition. That's what we think of winning is. I won the election, I won the competition, I won the spelling bee. That's what winning is, right? That's what we think in the natural. So when I won in 2017 as your first councilwoman, then I won later on in 2019 as the first African American and youngest mayor of the city and also this county, I was like, oh, I'm winning. Ooh, everything I touched, God touched it. And I won, made a book, I did this, I was this, and this. I said, ooh, this is what winning feels like, and it feels good. Because that is what we see as winning. So when things started to happen to me, the humiliation, the bullying, the harassment, the racism, the discrimination. I said, hold on now, God. This is not what winning feels like. And I got confused, hurt, disappointed. Then I had to go and look at leaders that did the same things I done and what the same things they've been through, and I said, I still don't get it. I still don't understand what winning is. I can look at Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all the things that they dealt with, racial and discrimination, and I still could not understand what winning was until I went to the Word. And I had to look at Jesus, the true history maker, the main leader. And when he was walking on water, passing out fish and bread, and turning water into wine, everybody was on his team. Because that's what they thought what winning was. But when it was time for him to die, when they picked the robber before Jesus, when they lied on him and called him all these names, oh, everybody ran away. Everybody that thought who was on his team, was on the winning team, everybody forgot what winning really was. Because when he went to jail, when they falsely accused him, when they said he did this, when he did that, they said that's called losing. Even Judas thought he was winning when he betrayed Jesus, but then he had to office up because he didn't know what winning was. Even Peter got confused. He said, I'm used to this man walking on water and doing these things. I've seen the things that he's done, but now they capture him and he forgot who Jesus was. He lied and said, I don't know him, because he thought they were losing. Because we don't know what winning really is in the natural. But Jesus knew what winning was, so the humiliation, the disappointment, the laughing, all the things that he went through, the betrayal, the people that looked in his face and said, I'm your biggest cheerleader, I got your back. When they left, he still knew what winning was. So he went through the pain because he had a purpose. And when he died, he came back in 3 days and he kept moving because he knew what his purpose was, so he won. So winning really is when you can persevere and get through all the pain and still hold your head up high and still have faith and say, for God I live and for God I die. That's what winning is. When everything is against you, when everybody leaves you, when everything is not popular, when you're not the celebrity in the room anymore, and everybody forget what you did, how you did it, that you was there for them, that you gave them a house, that you helped them through COVID, that you helped them with lead pipes. When everybody forget what the things that you did and what you gave up, people go ghost on you. Because they feel like you're not winning anymore. But those that are out there that are looking at the things that I've been through, I'm still winning. The title doesn't mean that you won, but that's what we think. It feels good. Oh, it does. Doesn't it, Kleinfeld? I know it does. You can admit it, because that's why you ran. But the things that you give up, the things that you go through, and you can still hold your head up high while you're going through it and still believing that God is real and he will get you through it. That's what real winning is. And so to my supporters, hold your head up high. We did not lose. We won. We are still winning. So don't confuse yourself what winning is. Winning the contest, winning the election, winning the spelling bee, that all feels good. But if you don't put your hard work into it and give it everything you got, you lost before you started. I gave up a lot for the city of Eastpointe because they believed in me. I gave up time with my children. I gave up job opportunities. I gave up a lot to see this city successful. And because of the things that I gave up, the hard work that I put in, I did not lose. We did not lose. And so saying that, and we're going into Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that, remember who Jesus is. I think we sometimes forget that. We're so focused on winning. We're so focused on what the other person doing and what the person not doing, and we forget who he is and what he been through and things like that. That's real winning. So I can look at everybody in the book and what they did, all the history makers, but I have to look at who Jesus was. And that has allowed me to be the person I am today and hold my head up high and say, I'm still winning. And I want to thank everyone that voted for me when I was a councilwoman and believed in me then. Everyone that voted for me when I was a mayor. Those that voted for me in this election. Those who prayed for me, those who shared a post, those who stood at the polls, those who spoke up for me on social media, those who are behind the scenes that didn't want to say their name because they were afraid of the people that was around them, that did what they had to do to make things happen in my favor because they saw what was going on and knew it was wrong. Thank you. Thank you for speaking up when you had people against you. Thank you for the people that came to that podium and spoke the truth, saw the truth, and was scared to say it, but they had to speak up because they want to sleep at night. Thank you for the people that have the courage to tell the truth. I want to say thank you to my daughters. I remember we first went to the grocery store, Fresh Choice, and we had our petitions, and we dealt with some pushback then, and that was way before all this happened. And I know a man said something racial to me in front of my daughters, and then as he seen me going door to door, he said, didn't I see you at the grocery store with your daughters, and you still out here putting out flyers? I said, yes, I am, and I hope you still vote for me. Because I didn't let what people did and said to me stop me from winning. I want to thank Pastor Matt, who's no longer in the city. He was a force to be dealt with. And so many people, Bishop Starks, all these people that helped me in the beginning that didn't last long to the end. But I thank you because you were the stepping stones and the blocks that got me where I am today. Family, friends, neighbors. Faith-based communities. My brother Lex, he came here so many times and ripped that mic for me. Thank you. Ms. Donetta Simpson, people who came at the end, so even though they wasn't at the beginning, came at the end to make sure I finished strong. I thank you. Bishop Eric Lloyd, one of the most out cold pastors in the state of Michigan. When they came for him, he used the covering of God to help him, to help me to lead, and so many other pastors. I want to thank my sister, both of my sisters, but one that's in the room for seeing the things that I've been through. And also my brother, for seeing the things that I've been through. And when I want to give up, they both lift my arms up and said, we gotta keep going. When I want to resign, when I want to give up, when I was in a place where I said, what is going on here? Why are these people so demonic and evil? And what did I do that bad? And I just started yesterday. What happened? And I did everything I could to bring things and people of different races and backgrounds together, from different classes, from poor to the people that got money. I was there at the door no matter what. What did I do that bad? But them to attack me so bad, and I still didn't understand. So when I didn't understand the attacks, the humiliation, the things that they kept coming, I had to go to the Word, trying to tell you. If I didn't know who Jesus was, I'm trying to tell you, I would not be sitting here today. I couldn't do it. So I had to look at somebody that never did anything and how they treated him. So who am I? Who am I? Again, I might miss some names. I might didn't say didn't say the person name right. And also my friend Paul and Sonny and people who walk the city of Eastpointe door to door putting flyers on the door for me. He rocked with me since I was a councilwoman before that and after that, and he's still there. People who want to make a difference. These wasn't just black people. These was white people too. These wasn't just Republicans. These was Democrats too. These wasn't just Catholics. These was people who were Presbyterians. This was people that want to see a difference in our city. That's what winning looks like when you got everybody together that wants to win. And divided, we don't win. And it's unfortunately, I continue to see division in this community that I worked so hard to bring together, but y'all didn't allow me to do it because y'all don't know what winning looks like. Winning is not just having all white people up here or all black people up here. Winning is doing it together. And y'all missed the message, which continues to bring the city divided. The city of Eastpointe was sued because of discrimination and racism. And I thought when I got elected that this was a beginning to a new start, and I was met with nothing but opposition. For something I thought that we wanted to do together. It wasn't about having a black mayor or keeping this city white or keeping this city black. It was about keeping this city together. And y'all missed the message. And it makes me feel that everything I gave up and lost was for nothing. You don't give up time and you don't give up opportunities for people to have equality and have everybody at the table. And the whole time I was here, y'all missed it. Because y'all thought what winning was something else. And guess what? We all lose. Nobody wins when we do it divided. Some people gonna get it and some people won't. And some people will get it later. But we have to start doing this together. Maybe it wasn't starting with me, it was a start. Maybe it will start with you, Mary-elect Kleinfeld. Maybe it won't. But it has to start somewhere. We have to do this together because they have been watching us, watching this city. That's why the Department of Justice came here in the first place. Because y'all wasn't doing stuff right. And y'all got right back in line and did it again. This is about doing things together. And what does winning look like? It don't look like division. So if everybody in here think, oh, we won, nobody won because of it's making division. Because when I first got elected, this place was filled up and it was mixed with black, white, Asians, Hispanics, and now Nobody even wants to come here. Nobody really wants to live here because they have seen the things that y'all have done to me and other people. This lady just ran for city council and got met with racial slurs at the polls. That's not winning. How do we change? And this is going around, not just in the city of Eastpointe, it's going around everywhere. But it's sad that it started in a small city that is constantly changing. Because everybody thinks what winning looks like is a certain race, a certain class. Oh, we're winning, a certain party. You're not winning, we're all losing. Racism, we all lose. Discrimination, we all lose. Nobody wins in that. And through the past things that we have saw with our ancestors, we would have thought we would do better than that. We're still doing the same thing. Still doing the same thing. Trying to make it a certain race, a certain color. Who cares? If your heart isn't right, it don't matter. So I'm saying thank you again to all the voters and to the new elected mayor and council. Let's win together. And whatever I have to do to help you to bring people together, to help you to win, I'm willing to do that. Because divided we fall, together we stand. And I mean what I say. And it starts today. It should have started yesterday. It should have started before I became mayor. It should have started, but we can't go back in time to the first day I got elected. We can't go back in time to the first time, back in the day. We can't go back, but we can start today, everybody. Let's start winning, because this city looks like we're losing because of division, and we can do better than this. Before I was a councilwoman, before I was a mayor, I was a part, and still will be a part of this community. And I'm not going nowhere. So if you need me, like I said, I am here to help you to do whatever you need to do. And I mean that, because that's what a winner says. So I want to say thank you to all of some of council for your support while I'm up here, and those that was before me, and all that ran in the race. Because you all are winners. Because you tried. That's what winning is. And again, thank you again to all the people that voted for me. Some people think the meeting is tomorrow, so they missed it. But that's okay, because I love you. And again, thank you to everyone who has helped me get to where I am today. And especially God, my Savior. And when I first got elected, and I'm going to close it out, I stood up and I lifted my hands to God, because He's the one who got me through, and I'm going to do it again. So I want to say thank you, Jesus, because this is what winning looks like. And no weapon formed against me has prospered, and it never will be. So now, since I ended it with God, now we can end the meeting. Councilman,
I would move that we would adjourn the meeting.
motion and support. Please call the last roll.
Councilmember Curley,
Yes.
Councilmember Cobb Muniz.
Yes.
Councilmember Baker,
Yes.
Councilmember DeMonico,
Yes.
Mayor Owens.
Yes. Meeting adjourned. God bless you, everybody.
Yeah, I'd be able to hear.